And welcome back to Flexible Games. After all, we are playing Production Line. Yeah, after that last episode, I need to take a little break. That was probably the longest episode I've ever recorded. I lost track of time, and I was very long-winded, so I apologize if it was too boring. But, yeah, we got a lot done. These two lines are ready to go. I hooked all this stuff up, and they actually started producing, so I wanted to get that going. One thing I need to do on this is, I'm glad I left a little space back here, because I actually need to tear some of these down, and we need to fit an air conditioner down here somewhere. So here and here, we need air conditioning. So now we need electronics and quality check, and for some reason I can't put it down. So we are just about done with the options, and that's what kind of clued me into the fact that air conditioning was a little bit on the low side. So quality check, why can't I put this in here? I can put it in here. Can I fit electronics in here? I can. So why did that not work? Okay, so electronics, there we go. So let's hook these conveyors back up together. There, now I've got the air conditioning unit inside the line. Okay, let's start setting up some of these options. So let's go back to our beginning here. And now these are not going to have the same options down the line. These are going to be two different models that we're going to be making. Okay, so roll cage, I'm not going to do the upgrade on this. I'm not going to do the aluminum body on either of these. That's a fancy feature I want to keep around for another model. Fit trunk, I do believe we have reversing camera, and we'll might as well put the power tailgate on one, and then on the other we'll just put the power tailgate. So those are two different, now these are two different models. Okay, bumpers I don't think has anything, not trim or arches or vent. Roof though, we have sunroof on one, and I believe I'm going to put the panoramic sunroof on the other one. So we're going to need, I don't know if we're going to need one over the other. So I don't know if this panoramic sunroof is different than this one. So if we can just put this one on, that's what I want to do there. So there is the seats, and I think that is the next one we're going to research. So that's good. Let's knock that out of the park. Okay, so this, I got to come back to this fit roof here. Okay, so fit door panels. Let's see here. Oh, we got a lot here. So lane departure, and we're definitely going to have central locking and keyless entry. I think that's all for these. And the other side will have central locking, keyless, and a car alarm. That's good on those. Okay, windows. Yeah, I think both models are going to have electric windows. I mean, that's a pretty standard features nowadays. So those will be the windows, and wing mirrors. I don't think, yeah. I know there is an option on fancy cars for heated wing mirrors, so I'm not sure how we're doing that. We've already done all of these. There's nothing really to do there. Flywheel. Starter motor, I don't think there's anything. Valves, there's nothing. Radiator, no. Exhaust, no. Wheels, I do believe we're going to need a spare wheel on each one of these. So that's 5 wheels per car now. Tires, the tire pressure sensor is a pretty nice feature to have. Brakes, we're going to have on one, we're going to have just anti-lock brakes and cruise control. Cruise control is a pretty standard features nowadays. The brakes on this one, we're going to have anti-lock brakes, cruise control, adaptive cruise control, and well, I think we're down to the last one, which is the pollen filter. Nice. Where was I? Okay, we were doing cruise control. Down here, fit brakes. Okay, so we have anti-lock brakes, we have cruise control, we have adaptive. We're going to do traffic aware. We're going all the way with this one. So that one is going to be a nice one. So steering column, I don't think the adjustable steering is on this one. So we're going to do powered steering and powered steering wheel adjustment, but the next one we're just going to do powered steering. That's just going to be powered steering. Lights, I think, yeah, auto steer headlights. We're going to do automatic on this one, and we're going to do automatic and auto steer. Okay, a horn, I don't think any. Heat seats, we're definitely going to do heated seats. Not leather interior, powered seats, and let's see, definitely a driver airbag and a heater, of course. And on this one down here, we're gonna do heated seats, powered seats, leather interior, driver and passenger airbag, as well as a heater. I mean, heater is pretty standard nowadays. Okay, so windshield. This one's gonna, both of them. Let's do both of them automatic wipers. I think that's pretty cool. And air conditioner. This one is just gonna be an air conditioner. We're not gonna do any extras for this, but this one down here, fancier model, this is gonna get climate control. All right, now electronics. Okay, let's see. In-car music, of course. Bluetooth phone. We're not going to do voice recognition. We're going to do sat nav on this one. Up here, we're going to do in-car music. We're going to do sat nav and Bluetooth phone support. I think that's good to go on that. We can't do any upgrades to quality, but we could, if we needed to, do computerized sales to speed it up. But I don't think we're going to need it. So there's the pollen filter. I think that is all of my options, which is nice. Okay, so the next thing I want even faster resource inputs. Okay, now we need to set all these up. We need to get them connected to the system. Now that they're all routed and everything, let's see. Resource conveyor. Where are our conveyors? So we've got this one over here. I think we could, bumpers and trim, I think we could hook them all up to this area over here. So this one and this one. Down to here and to here. There we go. So all of these are being supplied by this one over here. And now over here, I'm going to want coming off of this one. So this is arches. Let's just run it down the middle between the two. I'm going to put one here, here, and here. Drag this one up through. Let's drag this down. Connect. Connect those. Connect those. Those and that one. Paint in the beginning over here is going to come from this one here. Oh, we've already got this paint hooked up. So let's hook the paint up with this one. And we're going to speed up this process quite a bit. Okay, so paint, this one can come across like this. I'm going to want as much leeway space over here as I can. So how are these doing? These are doing pretty well. Our power is going up really fast with all of the stuff that we're now doing. So I'm gonna build up those. Okay, so these initial ones are going to connect to this resource conveyor here. How do I want to do this? I'm going to drag this up, connect that, connect that. Now, how far down do I want to go with this? I think that's going to have to do it because these are all connected in here, and this resource importer is going to have to deal with all of that. So with that, I'm going to drag this across. So now all that stuff, flywheels and starter motors and valves, are all coming down here from this importer, which is good because there's a lot of valves that are going to have to be coming through here. No route to stockpile. There we go. How about that? Okay, the lines are starting. Now let's see, where are we at? Super fast resource imports. I think it's a good one to start with, since we are now in the realm of dealing with all of these. Okay, so I need these all to be stocked up and building right now. So these are all needing to be supplied. Like that. Let's let all of those get the supply in before we really hook them up, because this resource importer is going to handle this side and this resource importer is going to handle this side. And this is a lot of resources that they need to push. Okay, and this one needs to come down here so we can start making stuff. I don't know what, let's make exhaust. That's a definitely important one to get going. And over here, I think I have a make seats. Yep, make seats. So yeah, these seats are now getting filled in. I can bring this down and in here, and it'll pull those seats only from here. Or it should. But the seats probably need servo motors as well, so it's probably a little confused as to what it truly wants to do. There we go. Now it's pulling seats. That's what we want to see. Yeah, it's pulling airbags and servo motors. That's why that was a little gnarly there. Okay, so these are all making. Looks like we've pretty much maxed out tires. Seats are doing good, and exhausts are doing pretty good. So let's hook these up as best we can. And I'm gonna hook that up, get those ready to go. Get the air conditioner and the seats going. Get all of that going. Okay, next up we want to do that. Okay, let's continue our efficiency. Okay, so let's hook that one up to that. There's our air conditioner units. And these are windows and servo motors for the automatic wipers. Okay, so let's continue hooking these up a little bit at a time to make sure. Whoa. Okay, so these are fit brakes. So I've got the make brake right here. So let that stock back up. Tires should be pulling the tires out of here. which is nice. Okay, maxed out those tires. Same thing over here. Not sure where the tires are. There they are. So let's hook all of those up. Oh, those tires aren't connected yet. Oh, that's bad. Okay, and the next one is fit wheels, which we're not actually really making yet. So those I want to connect up. This is pretty messy in here. Okay, faster conveyors. Not 100% needed, but let's do power plant efficiency. Okay, horn, lights, and steering wheel. None of those we're actually making, so I can hook those up without a problem. And now this line is running smoothly. So let's hook all of these up. So all those exhausts get transferred over, which is what I want, and then I can hook up the rest of them. This is wheels, and I don't think, yeah, we're not making wheels. Okay, steering column, want to hook that up. We can't actually make steering columns. Horn, lights, and steering wheel, again, can't make any of those, so let's hook those up. So there we go. We have now production and delivery of all the materials. Okay, so I want to start naming these off of my Patreon. So this is, the name is the Anominate. That's how you spell it. Yep. And we're going to charge a 30% premium on this, I think, because this is a really nice car. A really nice car. I think we're going to actually bump this up to like 36%. Not that that made a huge bit of difference, but 36%. So this is the Anominate design. Okay, the next design coming through, it's got a little ways to go. So yeah, a lot of material is being pulled in from here, and our income hopefully will reflect a little bit of extra oomph. So power plant efficiency, good to go. Almost done with all of our, let's see, high-speed conveyor belts. Yeah, not really needed. We're moving stuff pretty fast. Look at that. That whole line now is moving pretty steadily, which is nice. Okay, so this model is going to be the Tris Titan, and we're going to charge 33% on this one. Not as many options, I don't think, or at least different set of options. So there we go. So now we got a lot of cars in our stock room with a lot of different sets of options, which is kind of what we're going for. Look at that. They're just all processing. That is nice that they're just all moving. Every single one has got something going on it. Very efficient. Hoping, look at all the imports over here. Oh, that is brutal. So yeah, wheels are a little laggy. We're making some of our own material, so the exhausts are able to be pulled right from the make exhaust here. The tires, we're making some, not as many as we really need, but any difference, we're still saving money by having a couple of these. The seats, we're definitely able to make enough to satisfy demand. Okay, now for power, we're going to need either a little bit more generators or up the efficiency of these. So we could So this power plant. Okay, so many pop-ups going on all at once here. Okay, power plant. Doesn't tell me how much it makes, but I think in here it does. No, it doesn't. Not sure how much it makes, but let's see. Let's see how much it goes up. 30,600. 30,744. Yeah, I'm not 100% sold on that. That's 144 more power out of each one of these, but we'd have to click and upgrade every single one of these. I think that needs to be. I think that needs to be redone. Yeah, I do believe that needs to be redone. 144 power. I mean, that's minuscule amount of power compared to how much my factory is pulling right now. So yeah, we are getting some insufficient resource errors in here. Lights are a sticky subject, as are wheels. Brakes are doing okay. But we need, see, we're using a servo, and that's a tough one. That's a tough one. We're importing materials pretty much steadily. I mean, there's no delay in our materials. And we're moving. I mean, look at all the cars in this line already. That was quick. We have 45 cars in here. Okay, so let's see what we can do about that. We have 21 of these, so we're going to need to lower the cost, lower the price down to 30%. 21 of these. Let's lower this down about 30%. See if they start selling. That was quick, wasn't it? We went from making, a car every few seconds to now we're pushing out lots of them with these 2 extra lines, and these cars are really fancy. They're selling. You can see them selling over here. So let's look at our income. Let's look at our overview here. This is our income. This is our total income graph. And hoping that starts to go up. We've sold 25 of these, and we've sold 25 of these. So they are selling. They're definitely selling. Component purchases is still pretty outrageous. But we're actually making some of our own materials. The important parts are we're making our own materials that are really expensive. Fuel tanks, exhausts, and seats are the 2 big areas. The only other major expense are air conditioner units, and we can't actually make those. At least I don't think. No, we can't make those. All right. Well, that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.